it's interesting. We were talking, and again, take your calls at 866-55-PRESS about the mixed reaction among some conservatives. Historically, we gave some of the timeline for those who called the ANC and Nelson Mandela a communist, a terrorist. Of course, he was a member of the Communist Party briefly, for whatever that meant in South Africa at the time. But they called him a terrorist organization. Yesterday on Fox News Sunday, Rick Santorum talked about what Nelson Mandela meant. And here again, they just can't resist, I think, twisting his legacy. Here's Santorum yesterday.
But you're right. I mean, what he was advocating for was not necessarily the right answer, but he was fighting against some great injustice. And I would make the argument that, we have a great injustice going on right now in this country with an ever-increasing size of government that is taking over and controlling people's lives. And Obamacare is front and center in that.
So Obamacare he compares to apartheid. I mean, will they ever stop, right?
The thing is with Rick Santorum is I really do believe that he really does this to, put himself in the headlines and have us talk about him, right? I mean, I think that's the only way he's sort of relevant, to be honest, because he doesn't sit in the United States Senate anymore. He had a failed presidential run. He'll probably do it again. And so that's the whole strategy here. I mean, but that's a bizarre thing to compare the Affordable Care Act giving 42 million people access to health care. Apartheid, it's a little bizarre.
Yeah, and also...
And a stretch.
A huge stretch. And given that with Mandela, the new constitution for South Africa, one of the fundamental pillars of it was that everybody in South Africa had a born right to universal health care.
Exactly.
That was one of the things that he fought for in South Africa for all people, black and white. And so the idea that something he espoused, we're finally getting close to it in this country, and then it's crazy. Again, I think Santorum.
Yeah, and I
right.
think that Santorum also speaks to the broader problem with the Republican brand. And I think because there are those Republicans out there who were the ones, I don't know, they're amenable. I guess you'd call them amenable. And he speaks to the sort of far right fringe of the party that people are sort of espousing to be the entire Republican Party, and everybody gets branded with this far, far, far right label. And it's because of comments like that.